is very cold. A few days ago, I went to the supermarket with my mother and my little child. While my mother was in line to pay, I stopped by the jewelry counter for a moment. By chance, I noticed a middle-aged man, probably over 50, staring intently at me. At first, I thought he was just another customer, perhaps looking for someone or something in the store. But after a while, I realized he hadn't moved at all. His eyes were glued to me, an icy stare so chilling that it made me extremely uncomfortable. I quickly turned my cart around, facing away from him. I didn't want those eerie eyes fixating on my child. However, even though I had turned away, I could still feel a cold sensation creeping up my back as if his gaze never left me. Uneasy, I turned around once more. He was still there, staring at me with that hair-raising look. Then suddenly he smiled. The strangest thing was, despite being a man, he was wearing a pair of women's high heels that didn't fit his feet at all. Around his neck was a brightly colored scarf, and in his hands he held a set of clothes. He then began mumbling something. Though he was a bit far away, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I could read lips. He kept repeating the same phrase, "I like you. I like yours." Immediately, a thought rang in my head. This guy is crazy. My mother also noticed his strange behavior and glared at him cautiously. Finally, he walked away. We thought the situation was over and were preparing to leave the supermarket, but at that moment he appeared right in front of us again, his terrifying eyes still locked onto me. This time, he pulled out his phone as if he were taking pictures of us. His face revealed a sly grin, and his eyes widened unnaturally. He looked no different from a complete lunatic. I started feeling angry, nearly marching up to him to shout in his face and chase him away. But I was holding my child, my baby was still small. I didn't want to cause more trouble, so I decided to pretend not to see him and ignored him completely. However, I approached a supermarket staff member and told them what had happened. The employee said they would check on the situation right away. A few minutes later, he returned and told us that the man was a regular there. In the past, other customers had also complained about him. My mother immediately asked, "If that's the case, why haven't you kicked him out?" The supermarket employee looked helpless and explained that although the man acted strangely, he had never actually threatened or harmed anyone. Therefore, they had no reason to force him to leave. Both my mother and I were furious. He didn't need to physically touch anyone. Just his chilling stare and creepy smile were already enough to cause psychological harm. The employee then added something that sent shivers down our spines. Just a moment ago, when he spoke to the man had said something truly unsettling. He said he was there to return a dress he had purchased earlier. He said his wife didn't like it, so he needed to exchange it immediately. His wife was waiting at home. Then he said, "Right now, she is very cold." Upon hearing that, my mother and I got goosebumps all over. We immediately left the supermarket without daring to look back. Could it be that there was a lifeless, cold body lying in his home? Though we felt relieved that he hadn't harmed us, my mind kept circling back to that phrase, "Right now, she is very cold." What exactly did that mean? Not long after, while cleaning and cooking at home, I accidentally saw a shadow flickering across the street, just opposite my house. I squinted, trying to see clearly. It was him, the terrifying man from the supermarket. He was staring at me, mumbling something under his breath, still wearing those ill-fitting high heels, still wrapped in that gaudy scarf. I froze in place, utterly horrified, and immediately called my husband. It didn't take long for my husband and my mother to rush to the kitchen where I stood. All three of us saw the man. We were all in shock. Without hesitation, my husband called the police. But just as he turned away to make the call, the man disappeared, vanishing into thin air as if he had never been there. From that day on, we have lived in constant fear, always worrying that one day he will return.